Hi. A little awkward compared to the Armored Core intro in that we don't have music on the camera scene. But that's okay, it gets the point across. Hey. Another problem is that the actual game is like in an awkward quantum state. Let's see if it can like reassert itself real quick. Is this a problem with being in like focus mode for this? Oh, nope. There it goes. It's actually my fault. Not important. Welcome back. Currently driving around New Earth on my brand new Exo 4, which I've recently been promoted to. Pretty good. I've gotten a lot better. I did some, at the end of last stream, some test driving around, and I was doing collisions a little easy, like a little too frequently, but now I'm a bit better at it. Doesn't help that Earth New is not very bumpy. Aside from some muddy terrain, rocks thrown about, the biggest thing you have to deal with on New Earth is obstacles. And you can just dodge those. Whereas my big danger when it comes to using the Exo 4 is the jumps and colliding too hard, because this thing has a lot more momentum than the previous thing, whose three-letter acronym I've forgotten to remember once more. Also, as we go back to the menu, a realization I had. This is an Exo 6. This is the wreck of an Exo 6. That number on there is the number I'm currently using. This is probably specifically footage of the crash or whatever disaster happened to the unfortunate predecessor of mine. Kind of gives a different perspective on this this menu screen here. But yeah, it's been only a day. I've tried out the some of the dailies, so I have scores in these technically, and that does mean I have technically driven on the moon a little bit. Let me tell you, it is weird driving on the moon. But outside of that, I've stayed away from the series and the events. I did one time trial, which appears to just be sort of like procedurally generated a race for you. It's like, here you go, have a good time. And I did. And now we're going to have a good time some more, but I think that's going to be continuing the series. Because next up, we have Orion Trophy Series. Macelle's going to be happy about this one. Ooh, it's a full... So I'm trying to get the terminology down good. And I did a little bit of cursory research into rally racing in general. So, one series is made up of multiple events. In each of those individual events, they have their own scoring system to decide the winner at the end, which is then accumulated together into the series score, which is these points that are being shown right now. In each individual event, there is a number of stages which have the individual Mario Kart style point distribution for them. And inside those stages, you do, your individual stuff like the actual survey, the racing for each. Sometimes our service is available. Sometimes there's a power stage, and I don't know what that means yet, but I'm getting the basics down. I've also learned last time that, well, okay, I learned another thing, last time I wanted to do this idea where somebody else did the surveying and just passed on the results of that survey to me to drive on, like quasi-blind. So it's like I'm blind, but the surveyor has done the research and has given the notes to provide to me. I've learned that in the notion of rallying, that is probably the equivalent job of the co-driver. Usually there would be somebody that sits in the passenger seat and like reads off notes that they have about the actual course that they're doing. Now, we don't really get that because we're doing our research beforehand and then just having it on a heads-up display, but it kind of does the same thing as the rally stage notes thing. And so I continue to want that as a thing, just because I think it would be cool to have like a collaborative element to this. I did write it and post it in the suggestions area of the game Discord, so hopefully they'll have this idea beamed into their minds and they can go on it. But for now, we got more to worry about. We have to learn. I'm going to... Okay, so I think I am better than the AI at 75%. I am going to raise the difficulty. Drone surveys are timed long, timed short. I think... I'm gonna go to the high end of rookie level. This will hopefully mean that my times are no longer consistently like 30 seconds ahead of the next person in the competition, but I still want the eased in comfort of not having to worry about doing the surveys fast. I think that's a balance that I'm willing to strike right now at my personal confidence level. Then eventually we'll start going into exclusively timed surveys, and that'll be a new level of stress. But it might also help me refine what's important to survey, because I don't think every line has been important. Like sometimes, you know, they're just like the space between checkpoints, maybe you don't need anything there except for marks. By the way, welcome to New Earth. Round 1, 8 stages. This is a lot more stages than we had before. But also, the Exo 4 has a lot more RCS, a lot more spare wheels. Oh, also, when I was doing some, like, driving around testing for the heck of it, I learned how wheel replacement goes. The little flying drone on the rover actually, like, flies, picks up the wheel while you're driving, and attaches it all in one, like, fell swoop. So that's cool. Also, I broke my wheels. Kind of implied there. 3 centuries advanced terror. Okay, yep, this is the same. Mud, plains, trees, classic Earth, new stuff. We've got different players this time around. I suspect this is a consequence of this being a different class of vehicle. Maybe we have different drivers, though I do recognize some of the team principles. And we, of course, are the same. My co-drivers, my teammates, are different people. We got Celine and Corrado. Shoutouts to Eddie Vero. Interesting, interesting. So, I wonder how big the Lindsay racing team is. Nifty.
First stage of the Orion Trophy Series. Back to New Earth again. Feels different this time, doesn't it? More power under you, more eyes on us. This is where we start proving we're not a one-season wonder.
We'll see how that goes. Okay, so what's the system here? So I've also made some progress deciphering the stuff, like the UI and different subtle elements. For example, if you look at the stage listing that I am now queuing through here at the top, some of these have gears on them. And I think that means those are the ones where service is available. And then this one is power, even though I still don't know what that means. It could just be a word for, like, the finale event. Maybe there's, like, more points provided, or... So I don't know. We'll... One thing at a time. Oh, yeah, it does seem to be more points. I'm looking at the stage points in the bottom right of the map view, and the numbers are larger. So the power event, there's a little bit of font nonsense. Oh, I see. It's because fourth... Right, interesting. The way they formatted the text, the spacing between letters is variable depending on how many characters are actually in this. And that means that, awkwardly, when fourth place goes from being worth 9 points to being worth 11 points, the T and the H compress a little bit. That's interesting. I feel like that's an awkward consequence of the fact that I'm pretty sure they just, like, inputted text there. Because it's likely that the 9, 7, 5, 3, 2, and 1, if they had a second digit, would also be experiencing that problem. Like, let's say you remove the H, but then made the 9 and 19 for 5th place. That, the 1, 9 would probably be scrunched together a little more. Or, like, spread out. Interesting. Interesting. Text formatting, I've always hated text formatting, especially because I've had to program text formatting. So I'm not going to complain. Okay, on to the actual, like, preparatory stuff. Oh, we can also... Okay, we can't look at the other things, but we can see the actual event collection here. We got New Earth, and then we go to the Moon, and we go to Tensei, then we go to Duel. So, New Earth, not especially demanding on the tires, probably chunk on soft off-roads, but there's some deep mud that might favor paddles. Looking at the surfaces involved, grass, loose, solid, loose, oh, sorry. Rocky grass, there's a little bit of mud in stage 3. Riverbed, grass, riverbed, rocky step. There's some mud that needs to be crossed possibly. I don't think it's worth it to... Well, maybe there. Okay, yeah, stage 7. Probably good to go mud for, perhaps. We get 3 sets with the Exo 4. That's great. I would love this collection then. Off-road soft, paddle. But then we have the paddles for that one set, and we will have room to service, because stage 7 is a service stage. We don't have to worry about anything else. It means we'll be stuck with the paddles on stage 8. We'll make that decision when we get to stage 7. Okay, I love the buzz of starting a new rally. It's raining and it's going to be slippery. Remember, your safety is the most important thing, okay? Gotcha, Bennett. I'll do my best. Do we need any service? This is a new car for series. We got all of our stuff in. So we have 3 sets, and they compose the wheels of the car and the spares, which is why there's 6 of each. We have set 1 to swap to the mains, then these are like to swap in the spares in case of emergency. Which is why these 2 are empty, because they're over here right now. Also, I don't think I like Ultra Torque natively. It might be crucial in a low RCS environment, but I don't think that's happening on New Earth. So I'm turning that off. Apply that. Get the heck out of here. Okay, survey time. This should be short and simple. It said we are starting on a hill. Okay, so back at it again. Good start here. We do need to cross over this, and then we have some options. We gotta go a long distance. That's a gate, but that's like a huge gate. Interesting. Very, very interesting. So they're giving us a lot of control over how we go about doing this. So we're really starting to get into the course decision making. Course as in a racing course, not course as in like the opposite of fine. So we do have to start somewhere. We could either safely track along this large hill, go down shallow, or we could try and turn sharp immediately and risk a big dip. I think if we try and make the sharpest turn possible, like we just go and like head forward, we're gonna fall into this hole. And I don't think we gain much speed anyway turning that sharply. So I think I'd like to kind of swirl around it down. And then proceed. From here, we just watch the trees. We just want to keep going. I think we take this bump a little bit. Swerve around here. And then we could take the muddy the muddy patch. Oh no, this is a 360. Okay, we definitely want to go in there. Do a nice 360. And then it's back this way. And is that the finish? It is. Okay, so really, really simple start. I think it's mostly just to let me get a chance to learn the handling of the Exo 6 if I'm just doing a full series type system. And I am, mostly. Kind of using these as like our long-form tutorial. Pull that. That one might be a bit of a risk to go too far. Now there's a world where we don't intentionally go into that mud patch and instead pull to the side here. What we choose to do here, I think, is up to us. It is obviously up to us. We're the one driving and planning. But I mean, it's going to be decided by the improv of the race as opposed to our direct planning. When we get there, we'll know what the pros and cons are. We'll know what the risks are. I'm realizing that we could just go... Let's say we get here or something, and we just completely ignore that and drive to the edge of the gate. I think following the point-by-point gate centers is perhaps sabotaging our optimizations here. That part's a little closer and the terrain's smoother. Alright, let's do this. I'm ready. Okay, we'll be entering its slot number 15. Interesting. Right behind Karl-Heinz Mahler. And right before Sabine Drossel. Welcome. There they go. So important thing immediately is land safely. Like, we're going to be falling off this big hill, and we need to make sure that we do not hit the ground poorly.
Okay, systems check, please.
On it.
Well, here we go, I suppose. Let's see what you've got.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Today's a good day to drive.
Okay, good to go. Bring it home.
Still not very sure about my starting run strats. Technique. Downforce. Okay. Now it's just obstacle avoidance. Follow the line. This feels like an intentionally designed road. I'll gladly take it.
500.
Good jump.
200. 200.
Okay, how good can we donut? Poorly, but that's okay.
Job, mate. Stay consistent now for the podium.
On it. Okay, I'm feeling good about the right turn dive deflection. Honestly, floor it. We're safe now.
200.
I stand corrected. All right, all things considered. All right. Above Jake Trevitt, and Jake Trevitt does seem to be the one to beat right now. So this should be a good opportunity for me to sort of evaluate my opposition here. It seems like the front runners here are Jake Trevitt, Tycho Fry, Nor Fison, Nico Burnside. Actually, a lot of them are circling around 140 or so. But let's try and keep those names and particularly that company, that team, in mind. S5? I'll have to investigate them. I don't think that was the correct button. Oh, in progress. We can just continue. Fantastic. That's actually very convenient. So we can start an event, we can pause an event or series. Let's go back to it. When the menus in this game say menu, they mean the exact same menu every time. They mean go back to the main menu. Keep that in mind. Can I see the No. It just shows our status. I want to investigate that team. I want to like research my enemies a little bit. Okay. Raining out there, so less traction. Understandable. Expect Slippy. So this seems like a decent straightaway and mud pack, and then I gotta do some fancy mountainous reversal. Swamp, monolith, forest hills, steep hills. Mostly rocky step. Maybe the off-road soft is not good here. Survey says... Oh. Huh. Oh, very interesting. Starting at a slow speed, as long as we have the grip to get up this hill, I think it's okay to go forward. Maybe. I picked a doozy of a start, though. I'm gonna go around this way because there's gonna be these obstacles that I want to generally avoid. Then we want to line up on this somehow. And then, if I'm interpreting this right, we just sort of use it as a launch cannon. In fact, this does have a lot of comparisons to be made to the launch cannons from XO1. So we gotta make this jump. Whoa! Okay, it just completely gimbals you. Gotcha. So I guess we land somehow. Then we can do some bits of fancy driving over here. I think they added these turns just to give something to the hypothetical audience. Like, whoa, look at those cool turns, making the rally look fancy. And then we could go straight up here, and that's definitely the fast path. Slow path would be go around, but I don't think we have the luxury of time. There's service after this. I could burn heavy the RCS. So maybe we go for it. Call that a hazard. Let's call that a hazard. Let's call this a safe route. This a safe route. We cut up here. That's a 360 mark. Kind of stuck doing like more than a 360 there. Cut here. Yeah, there's some mountainous jumps here. I wasn't expecting this from Earth New. Oh, and then they got a big one. Big run up here to a finale where you fly off and try not to perish. Okay, yeah, I see. Exo 4 class is a lot more like, forget convenient driving, we're gonna make it as stylish as possible, and you got to foot the bill for all the stunts you're doing. Which means they're expecting more from me as a driver. This scares me. We might want to just like hover, cut over, and run, but I don't think we'll have the luxury of RCS for all the rest of the jumps we're doing. Just mark some of these trees. Especially the small ones, because the big ones you can just look at them, see them easily at a distance. These ones definitely important because they'll be physically obstructed as you go above here. That one's probably not relevant. Checking the course for obstacles. Well, there's nothing left for me to do but not crash. Is it a luxury or a curse that you get put as the last in the running order when you're in first place in the event? Starting me on the hill. It gives me an interesting sense of how the other races are approaching this.
Okay, systems check, please.
Yep.
Everything's solid. Best of luck.
Okay, bad contact on the mud.
200.
Okay, good jump there. Careful here. Definitely RCS is stabilized. Here we go. How is this gonna manage? Suddenly feel like I'm playing Exo 1 again. Level out, level out. Okay, fine, level out here.
200.
I'll take it. 86 fuel remaining, and we are ready for the other big leads.
200.
Did I say 86? I meant 85. Good, good, good. Nice slalom. Okay, here comes the scary jump into another scary jump. If I take this too fast or too slow, I'm gonna hit badly. Also, there's like a tree behind me.
Use your RCS if you can. Service is coming up.
Gotcha.
Looks in second place. Just be careful out there.
Acknowledged. I'm no longer blitzing second place, I apologize. Especially when they got me on a 360. Downforce. Downforce. Good, good, good. Now just hold steady and stick the landing.
Okay, picking you up now. Slow it down. Thank you.
Struggling to. Might take a bit. Service coming up.
50%.
Slow it down. We're trying to pick you up.
Yeah, I was kind of going down a hill there. Don't worry about it. I understand. I understand there is an achievement for annoying Bennett too much
Picking you up now.
with not stopping. And I know this because Thega got it. I don't intend to ever intentionally get it, but if I have to be doing big jumps down big hills after that, it might just happen because Bennett is very impatient. So I'm definitely seeing two companies that we should look out for. How's the... I suppose it makes sense that the independents would maybe be lower in the rankings overall. What the heck happened to Trevin? They abandoned. What happened to Trevin? Intentionally abandoned. Still in 5th place. Were they making some sort of tactical decision? Didn't seem like they were going for repairs. I ask all this because I really don't know the factors and considerations. Maybe they were just busy. Maybe there's some arguments happening in the team. Team composition is a little strained. There's beef. Early lead looks good, but stay disciplined. The rally only gets harder from here. You're starting to see what this Exo4 can really do. Try not to get overconfident, that's when it bites. Okay. Service seems good, not sure what we'll need right now. We gotta care about this stage and the next then. Let's see here. Well, it starts muddy and it just gets muddier. But this race is not muddy at all if you can manage. So I think it'll be tough with this race to go without the paddles. But it'll do me better here. So I'm going to hold off on the paddles and just hope that good driving on the dry segments here can keep up. So, in terms of service, if there's anything to do, I'd like to restock my RCS, please. It's a good utility. Repairs... Oh, did I injure the suspension a little bit? Clean. Oh, we have a certain amount of allocated time for repairs, it seems. Okay, that's gonna take nothing. I think I just want to keep on top of everything. Because, well, this one scares me because I don't know where it came from, but I'll commit to 30. And then a cleaning. It's gonna be muddier before it gets cleaner. Let's do just a little bit to keep its exposure level not too bad. Then we can apply that. The tires are still pretty good. They'll last another few stages to next service. I ain't touching the tuning until I become better at this, and even then, maybe I just become better with the defaults and never tune again. Let's survey. Well, I'm immediately seeing some obstacles we probably want to care about. Seems good there. I wonder if maybe I should be a bit more sparse with my notes. Like here, it's going to be important that we cut away through to this side. And I think here we're safe. Just floor it for a bit. To about here or so, and we need to worry about the obstacles again. The terrain here is good. I think we can go in straight line through here, then arc slightly. I like that. We can handle it. I'd like to go this way. If not, we can go around and it shouldn't be that big of a deal. Some of these like micro optimizations just don't really matter in the long run. Especially when we're running for a long time. Cut it narrow because from this angle we have a good lead up to deal with this mess. Get the drone on any of the rocks, please. That might be a tough turn. Especially when it has to be all sharp like this. From there, just a simple snake through muddier terrain this time, but classic slalom things. They want me to go around this side, and that makes complete sense because I won't have to do like a woo, woo. So slaloming here saves me a rotation effectively. Okay, good there. Watch out for the trees. Go for the narrow cut here. Simple turn on the only part of this mud pile that has any traction at all, and finish line. Seems good. Survey complete. Service complete. I think we're ready to go. Welcome to stage 3. Glad to be here.
Okay, systems check, please.
Yep.
Looks okay. Good luck out there.
Good terrain to start from. Unlike everyone else, I'm going around this side of the tree. So far, so good. Caught my marker.
200.
And I do take those turns pretty shallow after a straightaway. That's just because I'm going faster, I suppose. Maybe keep my speed in check, or maybe slow down sooner. Maybe don't hit all those bumps. Maybe don't hit all those trees. Maybe that called for downforce.
Outstanding pace, mate. Carrying through the stage now.
Go. Careful here. Real careful here. I use handbrake, use a regular brake for this, because we need to turn. Hit the log, but I think we're okay. Time for the slalom. I think I got the right idea with the donut. It's just not going as fast as I would have hoped. Still on good track. Still on good track. Big turn here. Down force. Big fan of using down force now. Oh, good stuff. Maybe it's too much of the fuel. We have another stage after this. Very nice. I feel like I was dangerously close to Fry in the middle there, but I think Fry kind of messed up the ending a bit. Pleased at our performance. At this point, we definitely don't need a full victory here to guarantee highest performancing score in the event. This event, like the one event. I think we're going to win the event in first, so long as I am reasonably close to the front of the pack. So that eases some of the stress. Got a lot to learn about everything, though. No service for this one, but this one feels deceptively simple. We just drive around the big rock, go over a little bit of a muddied river, some obstacles around. We just make it. The only questionable bit is that hill near the end, I feel, just looking at the map like this. Very mysterious. Let's see here. Well, tree obstacles are probably going to play a big part of this. So I think just driving the course is going to be fairly simple. Hey, Thega. I saw you purchase the game and have more achievements than me. Glad to see it. I've also added to the suggestions that whole idea of exporting the survey task to somebody else. I've also learned what a co-driver is, and that's probably the equivalent real-life version. There is a leaderboard, though. Oh, okay, yeah. I think that is also something that was requested for the game, so maybe that will be added in the future patch. Game only came out like 3 days ago, so we can't expect too much so quickly. The Discord's nice. It's got like an entire channel dedicated to a bot just saying what streamers are live with the game. And guess what? I'm on that list now. Wait, what? Oh, no, yeah, this is the loop. I remember the loop. We gotta, like, find our way out into the great distance here. So I think best odds of success. Find a nice cut through a bit off to the right. This is series 2. So I just like first one with the Exo 4. Yeah, I know. I'm pretty sure you've unlocked every vehicle, so you're like strictly in front of me. So I gotta catch up. I did a daily on the moon, but I have not met the moon in proper series yet. It was also a no RCS daily, so it did not go well. I was rolling all over the place. Okay, left or right? I think I'd rather go right. They want me to curve around this. There's no reason to do a tight turn if the next mile marker is so far away. Let's go this way. Get some open air. Next thing is a 360. Good to know that you can just sort of improv some of these. So I enjoy the survey. The sheer notion of making the plan is nice to me. Maybe I will get sick of it too. But I do think I'll eventually want to be really, really terse with my note-taking. Especially when we have to start dealing with the fact that some of these surveys are timed. And that's a solid win. Watch out for some of these, otherwise Bennett will get mad. Yeah, but you want to be pushing the envelope. I've raised the difficulty to the highest it can go, while still giving me unlimited survey time. That's where I'm at right now. Alright, let's do this. I'll probably cut it into longer surveys once I feel like I'm good at really sight reading the levels. Maybe when I get all the experience with all the vehicles and I can like pilot them good, I've seen all the places, I can start sight reading better. I'm a little scared tooth right now though. Especially when I'm not winning by as much time anymore.
Everything's solid. Best of luck.
And we are away. We're entering line territory. Downforce. I like the downforce. My new favorite strat with this. At least so far.
100.
Easy, easy. Ooh, a little clip, but we're good.
200.
Plenty of RCS left. Now's the time to push. We can fill it up soon.
Alright, we're home free for a little bit. We got plenty of RCS. There's a service stage after this.
200.
It's just as Bennett said. And full.
Okay, picking you up now. Slow it down. Thank you.
All right. Mud.
Nice job, mate. Really good work.
All's going well. Also, in the intervening time between last stream and this stream, I have managed to convince a few people to try out the game, including Quinn. So that's exciting. But yeah, with the added difficulty increase, I was beating people by 30 seconds plus. Now it's down to a mere single-digit number of seconds. Though I am still winning. It does mean that if anything goes wrong, though, I will stop winning. Also, this event is a lot longer than the... Well, this series. And the events in the series are a lot longer than the previous one. It might. It might. It could totally happen. As much as I feel like I have decent strategic mindset, my fine motor control for a vehicle is not very good. I've been able to manage this long because I've been playing it very safe, very coordinated. But they're asking a lot more, like, finesse from me in these races. Strong lead at midpoint. Hold steady. Don't let mistakes creep in. Final power stage. And double check the weather feed. Looks like it might rain. Stay smooth. Ignore the chaos. Okay. So... clear weather, fog, dense fog. I do see a weather warning for stage 6, so that might be the rain. Yeah, that's because you're a professional. You're a professional motor driver. I'm not. Okay, so there's gonna be mud. This seems deceptively simple. This seems like it's gonna be very mountainous. Like, there's the mountain there, there's the mountains over there. So as much as there's that big muddy segment, I think we definitely want to keep with the off-road softs right now. Let's restock some of that. The tire wear is going okay. Quint is going to check it out. And some other people. The ads have started. At least I'm aware of that. I guess no rush here. So yeah, keep the wheels in. I could swap the wheels a little bit. Just to ease up a tiny amount. I don't remember if the wear on the wheels will persist through the other events. I don't think so, because you get to pick wheels every event. So I think we can be a little bit. I mean, it doesn't matter if we distribute the wear over multiple different tires. That's also fine. Let's just swap the tires out. Do we want to clean? Oh, we're full on muddied. Do we want to spend our time? Okay, so it's 20 between each service. So we're fine. Yeah, just full clean this. We don't have any other repairs to make. That's fine. We're good. Let's survey. Okay. Initial launch is a bit dicey. I think what we ought to actually do is, like, maybe align ourselves at an angle and bank right. We got that, like, luxury a little bit when prepping. I think I'm smoothing out a lot of my turns that I make, and I think this is because I'm learning. I often overshoot if I'm going fast, but if I stay fast and always have really, really shallow turns, it won't matter. That can't always be the case. Sometimes the waypoints don't allow for it. This one especially is looking particularly dicey. I think we drove over this mountain the other way in an earlier race this series. Well, this event. Which makes complete sense because we're in the same area. Bank over this way. Hold left. Watch out for that tree. Keep going. Rocky terrain, but you do want to do a sharp turn. Mostly clear. Watch out for this. Watch out for that. Watch out for this. Ideally, we turn in, but if that's not available, we could go real shallow. Given our momentum, that might be more realistic. I think I might be better at this whole routing thing. Turns out I really just like to make smooth turns. Okay, this is gonna be a nest. Safest thing to do would be to go this way. Block that tree, block that tree. Arc in between. Then we've got this opening. Maybe mark some of the outliers and the stumps. No need to bump into that tree, go left of it. That looks like finish over there. I'm definitely evolving into a very consistent racer, is how I'm handling all this, I suppose. Straight on, no major obstacles. There's a tree there, but that sort of marks the outer bounds of where we're going. Look out for this little dip here. In fact, if we've got the RCS, we might just want to jump it. In fact, I'm making like a runway strip here. If we can get this angle, we can jump it and not have to worry about colliding with anything on the other side. Critical tactical information. One day, Bennett's going to recommend something that isn't off-road soft. Oh no, Vero is injured. I'm sad about this. I shouted out Vero at the start of the event. Up we go. Wait. I remembered the plan. We wanted to cut left immediately. So, I'm going to align left immediately. They'll never expect it.
Okay, systems check, please. Okay, good to go. Bring it home.
Oh, that's even more cutting left than I expected, man. That was an extreme plan. We're fine with it. Nora's ahead. Good landing. Not so good landing. Downforce. Okay, we're losing spots here. Hilly terrain, not my strong suit. Yeah, I'm probably spinning the wheels too much at low speeds. Need to floor it less.
200.
Good here. Steady. You ready to jump it?
200.
I'm pretty sure it's metric.
You're a ways in the lead here. Fantastic driving.
500.
Might not be metric, I don't actually know. I've just been assuming metric. Because, like, the distances for races are measured in kilometers. I just assume they're consistent. Okay, time to do some aircraft strip. Here's the sook.
200.
Lift off! Excellent. There are some convenient American measurements. Temperature, I think, is actually one that Americans do well. Actually, wait, hold on. I want to see this replay. Because I think I played that clean. Mostly. Well, in the context of, like, cooking and stuff, yeah. And if we're going to be doing, like, scientific stuff, I'm just going to move to Kelvin. Because, like, in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't make a difference. But I also think that Fahrenheit for, like, temperature is just, like, a lot more... Well, it's a smaller unit overall, so that gives you more precision. And for temperature, a little bit of difference makes a big difference. Yeah, I do prefer Fahrenheit over Celsius, actually. If I have the option, I think I want to make the jump near the end the thumbnail. Zoom. Look at the camera. Where is it? I mean, you're obviously going to be the most comfortable with what you're used to. That's just what it means to be used to something. So I don't think there's any problem with that. Okay, here comes the liftoff. Oh! Let's get for like something really lateral here. We're in the ditch. We see exactly what we're trying to do here is jump it. I think that looks nice. What's that light? It's like individual point light. Oh, it's like a drone. I see. Probably a surveillance spectator drone. Okay, so get me out of the way. Hit this, hit this. So something I've learned is that it's actually very dangerous to leave this game alt-tabbed for an extended period of time. Because it will just sort of like make your memory usage go to infinity and then like crash everything. So I'm gonna try and dodge that by just going quickly. And hope nothing goes wrong. Like every time I alt-tab the game, it gets a little scary. Also, that happens. But I think that's because of like just camera jank. But that's okay. I got the shot. I can get back here. It also does that. Also, I don't know what compatibility layer you're using for this. I'm using Proton GE. Because when I tried to use the one that Steam default assigned to me, it would not show the profile pictures for the people talking. Which was something I recognized as happening from Spengineers. So I did the same fix of moving to GE. Go to next stage. I don't know if there's a recommended one. It's a very reliable option, yes. Okay, I'm starting to realize that visibility is going to be complete garbage. Also, we do not get service. Well, this is going to be a difficult survey to just do. Got no intel. I had better intel earlier because the weather wasn't so bad. Which makes me think this is a simple race, but just with low visibility. Oh, speaking of Steam-based hardware options, did you hear that the Steam machine and Steam frame are both going to be coming out, quote-unquote, this summer? I'm excited for that. And that you can now get games verified for those. Specs are in. Ooh, we gotta go, like, we gotta cut under. I don't want to cut too close, otherwise we'll get stuck on the ceiling. This seems like a trial of you're going fast. Are you sure you want to keep going fast? I am interested in both. I am interested in the Steam machine as an economic option for maybe the RFC lobby. I am interested in the Steam frame for maybe I can do some VR stuff. I would like to do some VR stuff. Operate in 3 dimensions. Would be nice. I've actually wanted to do like VR chat for a while, but well, 1, constraints, and 2, I was morally opposed to it for a while because I was thinking about doing it around the time they like added EAC, and I was unhappy about that because it was, you know, classic corporate shenanigans. I don't want to accidentally bump my head on this, the drone on this. And I have used VR technology for playing games. Like, I've played the entirety of Half-Life Alyx. But that was sort of a one-off occurrence. It's a good game, by the way. Oh, I trust SteamVR is going to work great on Linux. It probably already does. My forays into VR stuff was like really early on in general consumer grade VR stuff. Like my like the thing I used to play Alyx was the HTC Vive, like the original, that hardware, that interface. Didn't last long though, in terms of availability for me. And also, I was just like, I have this thing where if I know something better is on the horizon, I really don't like to interact with the old version. So if a game's going to update in the future, I put off playing. If there's going to be a new fancy VR hardware, the mysterious Deckard, etc., then I stop caring about the stuff on the way. Okay, drone tactical maneuver time. I don't think my routing is optimal in long term, because I'm too busy making decisions in the short term right now. That's going to be an unpleasant bump to go through. We're safe going through here. Okay, then a real big straightaway. How do we want to play this? Honestly, the bigger the distance between two checkpoints, the more I want to go around whatever obstacles in the middle. Okay, why not just go left? Not just take the scenic route. Cool. I will not be doing that. W routing on my part. W yellow. I was watching that clip a bit recently. It was W yellow. I'm enjoying Counter-Strike 2, but also I have received news on the horizon that Void Lace is looking into streaming again. And part of my CS2 endeavors was to prepare to play Valorant with them. So I need to get good fast. I need to make sure I'm at a good quality level for the inevitable collab that we've been planning for months. And by planning for months, I mean that I asked for months ago. I am aware of the kernel anti-cheat, but sometimes you have to suffer through bad kernel anti-cheats in order to proceed with friendship. Friendship is more important than kernel anti-cheats. The alternative is maybe I can convince Void to play Counter-Strike, though I think Void has some vested interest in Valorant because, well, Void is an artist and likes the characters. Very character-oriented individual. Oh, there's Ed. Sometimes the screen will not update for a bit, so you gotta, like, just make sure you're checking. Alright, we have a decent lead. The visibility is going to be bad, but we have a decent lead. That is true. Okay, so with me dodging the forest, as long as I don't hit the trees on the edge of the forest while dodging the forest, should be good.
Okay, systems check, please.
Made a lot of creative
Looks
liberties.
okay. Good luck out there.
How is that for off-the-gun throttle there, Thega? I tried to take your advice there. Thank you. I think I have plenty of clearance looking at it now. I'm gonna go wide in hopes of
200.
making the turn good. Alright.
200.
Some friction there. It took me a while to get comfortable with this one. It's a lot heavier and I feel like it gets damaged easier. At least from my testing yesterday. But I do like the added control options, and it feels a lot more like a car to race. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, rescinded. We're fine. All I know about the last one is that it is a mining rig, and that's probably extremely jank. Oh, the Exo 6 is weird?
200.
I guess it has a lot of elements. Huh. I was looking at the Discord, and I remember at least one person hating the starting one and the mining rig. So the fact that you dislike the 6 is interesting.
500.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, let's leave.
200.
We good here? Yeah, we are.
This is great pace. No block attempts you right now.
Okay. Had to improv a little bit there.
Use your RCS if you can. Service is coming up.
Acknowledged, but I'm gonna just use it wherever I can. Wherever I choose to.
500.
Got it?
200. Thrusters, 15%.
Oh, I thought it said 15. We're at 50. We're fine. Also, okay, now when we're dodging the forest, we just have to get out of the little bit of woods here. And now we're home free, basically. Until the hills. Alright, Path Self wants me to cut in. Welcome to the hills. Now we just have to do some good, safe landings. I can't afford to fly. And I don't worry about our fuel, I worry about overheat. comes to flying for long distances of time. Also, these are fine hills to crest. We're winning.
Right, bring it to a stop, please.
We did it. We did it. Magnet up.
Good job, mate. Bringing you up now.
Ooh, that was a real good lead. I think I'm proud of my routing through around the forest. Put me in good standing. Standout results. Oh hey, Jake, Trevitt's back. I don't know why you abandoned so many of the early races, but for those races you are a part of, you're consistently getting second place, which is interesting. Why do they abandon particular races? Like, what's going on with Jake Trevitt? What's the drama there? Because, like, Trevitt is, like, for 3 entire stages? I think it's probably all the rain. Ooh, this one. Terrible. Well, intricate. Then, not intricate at all. I remember, though, this is the one I was considering swapping over to the paddle. It means I'd be stuck on the paddles for stage 8, but stage 7, I think it'd be good to have the paddles. Tough decision. Think, have you explored, like, mix and matching wheels? Like, having the front be one and the back be a different one? I see you've just booted up the game. Mud, 2 kilometers. Swamp water, 1 kilometer. Upcoming weather, fog. Okay. I think I kind of see a reason for it here. I'm going to swap the front wheels for paddles. And then the back wheels will just swap out the spares for some extra durability. You forgot to finish the series. How did you... I think it might help. I think it might help a little bit. I'm gonna try it. You unlocked the Exo 6 and the mining rig, but haven't finished the series. Alright, time for a very Oh, wait. I almost made a foolish mistake. One of the spares should be the paddles. Just in case I lose a front wheel. I'm glad I thought of that. And then repairs, we could clean it. Wouldn't be much of a problem to spend 2.5 minutes cleaning it. I think they just want to get you as into the game as possible. It's not really... Like, once you start having 2 cars, it's like, why not have 3? Why not have 4? Just let the world open up to you. Okay, let's survey this mess. Okay. Oh, starting off strong with a straight line. Interesting. So, arc around... Really interesting, the kind of stuff they're trying to make us do here. They got really exacting demands for what they want us to hit here. They want us to hit this exact point twice. This is interesting. This is like a precision test. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to drive this. Because this is just, hey, go point to point in a reasonably effective way. Just dodge the tree. We can imagine that we're going to be taking a long, wide turn there. This is real interesting. This is like a different design philosophy than all the previous races. Just go around here, start the turn at this point. This is so weird. Really glad I brought the paddles. And now it opens up, and now you're just trying to go really... Real glad I brought the paddle. Yeah, this is just like a mud tracking race. I'm really glad I brought the paddles. I think that's going to give me a great advantage here. But I am still going to go 50-50 to help with the next race. Feeling mild unease about this one.
Okay, run the systems check, please.
All is well.
Checks are good. You're clear.
Okay, a lot of big questions about to be answered here. Whoa. I'm starting to think you don't need to have a perfect 360-degree connection there. Maybe it's only like 270? I cut off of that a lot earlier than I thought I would. Uh-oh. Not going well. Yeah, Yeah, I'm losing time. Maybe I can make it up. I definitely think I might be able to make it up on the straightaway.
200.
Gotta catch up with travel, though. Okay, I'm up to traffic pace. I was right to call that. Rabbits ahead again.
Outstanding pace, mates. Carry it through the stage.
I'm trying, man. It's tricky.
200.
Use your RCS if you can. Service is coming up.
Okay, now I think I have a great advantage. I can just keep going.
200.
I'm going gear 6 in mud.
Okay, picking you up now. Slow it down.
Braking. Alright, that wasn't too bad.
Good job, mate. Bringing you up now.
Trevitt was really, really spooky there in the middle there. Once again, Trevitt consistently second pace, but just abandoned 3 races. All right, 240.36. Okay, we'll lock that in. See how we do once I get to Tensei. Tensei's after the moon, right? It goes New Earth, Moon, Tensei, Duel, right? Got a ways to go. I'm not even done with the Earth circuit. New. You're leading. Nothing fancy from here on. Just finish strong. This rover's fast, but don't let it talk you into something stupid. You got what the heck? What am I looking at? So all of my, like, careful rationing has turned out to be irrelevant. We can... I didn't know that this power stage was also a service stage. By that. Got some cleaning to do. Nothing too bad there. Okay. I just think it's good to do. We're not getting penalized for it. Well, this is a lot more normal looking than the map they gave us. gonna chalk that up to just like a ambient glitch of the system. Nothing to worry ourselves with. This is very bumpy terrain. Not just on a like a macroscopic level, but on a microscopic level as well. Things they demand from me here. Interesting. And the way I'm sort of translating what the actual markers are saying to what I think the designers of the course are saying is interesting. Yeah, I know. I requested that in the Discord. Oh, not for replays either? Oh. I guess I should have requested that. I think that's fine, though. With the way the replays are structured, I think it's more designed to be something that you, like, literally record. Make a cool little action shot of everything. Knowing myself, I can just make a big turn, completely avoid this giant hill. I'm just going to leave that as an exercise for the driver. Then we can just follow this backwards. All right, understandable. Apologies for completely wrecking your schedule by blindsiding you with a stream on a day that I usually stream. Don't know how that happened. But I understood what you meant. You didn't need the go. Okay, they are, but since I'm gonna be not streaming alongside Acelo not streaming coming up, and because the final journal is being added next week, I figure I would just let the journal be complete and then have a nice, reasonable paced thing to aim for. I'm just gonna let that happen and then do the rest of Opus. If there's going to be a gap, I can elongate it ever so slightly just to be more convenient. So I've accidentally driven the wrong way. Yeah. As safe as I can in these hostile conditions. Mark a few more danger trees here. Important given the poor visibility. And this bit, this opening bit. It's very rocky, but not very forested. I think we'll go slightly right off the start. Alright, here we go. Welcome to Stage 8, home of the can't see anything. Entirely possible I won't finish this entire series today. Even Earth New alone is taking me 2 hours. That would make this an 8-hour long stream.
Okay, systems check, please.
I guess I don't need to.
Alright, you're on top. Don't get cocky. Just drive clean, and this rally's yours.
I'll probably unlock the
Systems
other
complete.
cars, and
Race
then
ready.
I'll
Let's
learn
go.
how those work. Alright, careful at the start, because we need to keep our orientation. This is the last of this event. I think I played that one kind of good.
200.
Bad spin out, but still okay. Let the RCS cool down as we just sort of dodge trees. Trevitt's operating in this race, it seems. That spin out. See the lights of somebody up ahead.
200.
Seems like smooth sailing for now. Ooh, that was a very good turn. Had to sort of force myself slower there to dodge that tree, but otherwise, we're in a good spot. Now it's just dodge all the trees.
Final stage. Use every bit of that RCS. No holding back.
Well, what was the technical timing to tell me that? A place where I need a lot of it.
500.
Ignore those. You want me to use all the RCS, Bennett? That's how I use all the RCS, Bennett.
200.
Also, get ready for the jump. Make sure that the heat cools off enough. Don't use RCS anymore till we get to the jump.
Amazing driving so far.
200.
Steady, steady. Here's the big jump. Get all that RCS to work, stabilizing. That'll work.
Each warning. Thrusters. 25%. Front, right, damper, damage.
Okay, we've taken some damage, but this is the final set. Repairs will be fine and easy to do. We just gotta keep going. This is the last stage. Just endure. I don't regret my actions.
Keep warning. 200.
Ignoring the heat warning. Matters. Alright, that'll work. That'll do. Oh, the front tires are getting real worn, but fortunately that's the end of the event. Think I did as good as I could have there?
Nice job, mate. Really good work.
Good margin. Okay, so look for the S5 and the Archivist Company. I want to learn more about their drivers. Especially Trevitt. Oh, wait a minute. Trevitt did not get second this race. Trevitt almost always gets in second place. Well, so congratulations to Lord Bison for taking the second spot. How are my allies doing? Donato's doing alright. Marchin's doing alright. Nice solid middle standing. Wow, we got some heavyweight teams over there. License updated. I'm a pro now!
First place. That's a statement, plain and simple.
Yeah, it is.
Good work out there. Feels like the team's starting to find its footing again.
Good times. So now that I have pro license, does that mean I get the other car, my Exo 6 material now? And then do I detour from everything to learn how that works, or do I go to the moon circuit immediately? Well, welcome to the moon! Round 2, 9 stages. The moon's gravity, about 1/6 of Earth, drastically alters your rover's handling. Less weight on the wheels means far less traction, demanding careful steering, throttle control, and longer braking distances. Okay, so they're right at the top. So these are probably listed in order of like general publicity standing, or just like prediction of winner, or just dominance. So it's Baofeng Banking Group, and Eohi Ackford. So with Baofeng being a banking group, and Eohi Ackford kind of looking like the Arquebus logo there, I'm just going to call these Dafeng and Arquebus. Well, we got a bunch of other companies filling in the ranks who don't strictly... I mean, they haven't been particularly relevant, though. They are cool. I think of all of the profiles, the one that really sticks out to me is Margaret Eisenhart. I don't know why. She just seems like she's been in the business a long time and is gonna wreck everything. There's our good buddy Ed.
Linda used to call the moon the thinking man's track. Thrusters, patience, precision. Feels like we're back in the conversation again.
Now we're the thinkers. So... Surface is almost like a powder. Paddles will give you serious push, but lack in turning. And on harder rock. So, let's see. We got service here. Service. Is this service? Hard to tell. Seems like a weakness in the UI design. The power stage does not strictly tell me if there's service with its symbol like the others do. What do we got here in terms of material? Dust. Now it says that, but we got some rocky bits here. They're not listed as surfaces, but they are listed as terrain features. Crater field, large crater field. Rocky hills, large hill, rocky hills. Hills, rocky, large hills. Flat crater. Hills. I think I'll go with 2 sets of paddles and 1 set of off-road soft. I only get 2 sets. Why do I only get 2 sets? I got 3 before, I think. Okay. 2-stage stint. I mean, you want off-road, but I think I'm going to go paddle. Yeah, we'll go paddle. Oh, right. The Ultra Torque is going to be real relevant here. And now I need to make a decision as to whether I keep it around. It might be important. I might be able to remember it's on while running because I have so much physical time in the air. I don't know. I feel like it might just confuse me. But also, I'm gonna need a backup if I lose RCS. And I'm gonna burn through RCS in the moon. Let's go to the menu. I want to see if we can do some tutorial licensing before we deal with the moon. Aha! New planets. We got Fusang and new vehicle classes. Unlocked via training. Exo 6 and mining. So let's do that training. And... oh, we could go straight to the mining rig if we felt like it. How about we start with the mining rig, simply because it seems like a lot more, hey, it's a new vehicle. Though funny, because it's a mining rig. Alright, some new wheels for you. Quite different to anything else out there, eh? Just gotta take your license test first. Don't expect finesse. These rigs were pulling slag out of volcanic fault lines before anyone thought to race them. They've been retrofitted, lightened up, and given nav systems, but under all that, still a miner's tool. Drive around a bit, get comfortable. Use the system command to let Bennett know when you're ready for the test. I am. You've got time to practice before your test starts, so just go for it. That means it'll take longer to build speed and to slow down. Not turning on a dime in this thing, keep that in mind. Smaller bumps won't bother it much, but anything mid to large size can still throw you around. There's no RCF. I see, there's no RCF. We have 6 tires, though. So we are hyper heavy. Real bulky. Very interesting.
Right, spring damaged. Front, left, damper damaged.
And that can still happen. So it's kind of similar to the first car in that for a particular category of racing circumstance, it's hard to mess up. But if it does mess up, it's in a really bad spot. And whereas the first vehicle is extremely light and can use the RCS for emergency control, this thing is really heavy, so its inertia can keep it flat and stable to an extent. But no RCS. And if it crashes into something, it crashes hard. But it's also probably pretty hard. I want to get a look at this from the side. So go into photo mode and see what we can see. Okay, yep. Just a big old mining rig, just hauling some tires around. Looking pretty mining to me. Well, I guess we start. Target is 60 seconds. Commit early. Not much more to the middle than making a real wide turn. It's like I'm racing in slow motion.
200.
A little worried about this jump?
Rear left, spring damaged.
I do have ultra torque. I don't think I'm gonna make the time. I might, if the exit's right there.
200.
I don't actually see my time anywhere. Oof. This thing does not like terrain. I didn't make it. Oh, I thought the target time was 60 seconds. Okay, that's your mining class license. A lot of people see the mining class events as a side series to the main Exo classes, but it's just as competitive. You know, this is new ground for us. Lindsay never ran the mining class. Lindo wasn't interested back then. Said it was too slow, too dirty, not real rally. But I've always wondered. Something honest about it. No RCS, no thruster saves, just raw weight and traction. It's old school, and I'm excited to see what it brings out in us. Yeah, no, I'm doing that again. Yeah, because I'm not going to feel good about it until I get a sub 60 time.
Front left tire puncture.
How did that happen? Nothing happened. Well, I'm running on timer now. Fortunately, I hope to finish the race before the tire puncture becomes a problem.
Front left.
This thing
jumper
cannot
damaged.
take a hit from jumping. Kind of astonishing.
200.
You gotta play this real careful and then just sort of spin out and flip upside down. Intimidating. But I beat my time. I beat my self-imposed target time. I'm gonna say I am classified or authorized. Verified? Certified, that's the word. Heavy Haul 4 is the series for mining. Okay. Now for the Exo 6. Learn to use the Exo 6 RCS boost system for enhanced acceleration, braking, and steering. That sounds like things I care about. So far, RCS has been a safety system. A way to recover, stabilize, survive. But Exo 6 boost control turns it into a performance tool. Forward boost is great for acceleration and pushing your speed over the limit. Brake boost lets you brake later. Very effective, but very easy to misuse. Good luck. Hold left bumper and use right trigger to boost up an incline. Okay, so it literally... So it literally enhances your normal controls. So you're just going, you're pressing the R button in Kerbal Space Program to activate real RCS to support your reaction control for regular movement. So that's how they add it. So it's literally practically a gear that you hold down. I think I misunderstood what I wanted. Oh, okay. So that gives you yaw control. Brake with left trigger to stop as fast as possible. We're playing chicken. Come on! That wraps it up. All RCS training complete. Most drivers never get this far, which means there's only one thing left. The Exo 6 license test. Time to find out whether you belong in it. I'm scared. I am very scared. Because this is a machine designed for people who know what they're doing at all times to enhance their abilities beyond what is physically possible. I'm not there. This is it, the Exo 6 license test, the premier off-world racing class. Only a handful make it this far, and fewer still deserve it. It's twitchier, faster, and less forgiving-ier than anything you've driven so far-ier. But once you're in sync with it, there's nothing like it. Drive it for a bit, Bennett will fill in the details. Let him know when you're ready for the test. I am full of fear. Doesn't do anything you don't ask it to, but it doesn't help you either. Careful. 6 wheels and some long suspension arms. Think of it less like a rover and more like a blade. Fine edge, no room for error. Yeah, I know, I really kind of need that error bound right now. Really prefer it. It can still do all the regular stuff like that, yeah. And away we go. Lot of fuel. But yeah, just take the XO4 and supercharge it with everything you may want for your crazy stunts. Oh! Then I lost an entire wheel. That's okay because I can. Well, normally I would put a spare wheel on, but I guess the thing with this rover is that it doesn't care so much for this wheel, which is why it only has one spare. Thing's a beast. Also throwing away too much.
Suspension arm destroyed.
We're losing a lot of the vehicle. Yeah. Yeah. Don't know why I thought that wouldn't go properly. So, hypothetically, not really what I meant to do.
Oxygen leak detected.
But like this input jam. Sorry, I'm trying to unjam it, but I think it might be permanently jammed. If I do this, yeah, I'm losing control.
Leak warning. Clusters 50%.
I'm gonna start the test even though I feel like I'm really not ready. Okay, here we go. No. Just pretend it's a turbo. It enhances my performance whenever I use it. Ooh, mamma mia. Losing 2 wheels, I think I'm kind of holding good. Definitely overheating things. My pack's like Oh.
Left wheel destroyed.
I'm not winning this like this. I'm restarting. I was not passing. So I kind of need to follow the flow of this thing. That was just embarrassing. Starting to get it.
200.
Oh! Excellent flip! Just do that. Okay, that felt really good to do. One, I can properly aim between the rocks and then fail because there's a bunch of stuff in the way, and then I can just, like, I don't know, gently float over here, I suppose. Hey, how's it going? Nice boulder. Thank goodness I got that. Just pop it.
Warning. 200.
Stable. Oh, you want me to do what? Half pipe it is. Nice switch to reverse gear. Good tactics, self. Slightly behind the desired pace.
200.
Lost control. Lost control.
Right screen damage.
Pushing for it. This seems good. acceptable landing.
500.
So it's red to designate it's a 360 moment. And I guess they would want me to use the 360 with forward thrust to do a really tight and fast, like, donut, but I will not be participating. Let's do this moment. Alright, just a little more.
100%.
Safe drop. Now just get over the finish line in less than 30 seconds.
200.
Nailed it. Okay. Definitely requires a lot of personal experience with, but I think I can do something with it. I might have mentioned we had a couple sponsors waiting in the wings. Well, as soon as you pass that license test, their contract's activated. Yohi and Ilko are on board. We're back in the bid league. And hell, gunning for the championship. New six-wheelers warping in any moment. It's all yours. Ed? Have we been spending too much time together, mate? All of a sudden we're gunning for the championship, are we? You're right. Don't know what got into me. We all need to keep our heads on straight, especially at the kinds of speeds we'll be seeing very soon. Oh, I think Ed's excited. That's cute. Okay, well, as exciting as the Exo 6 is, it's also terrifying. I understand why it's the heart of the interpersonal team drama. The Exo Rally Championship. Oh, man. Well, we're not going to do that. We have a series to continue. Ooh, man. Event counting for the IRF Universal Exo Rally Championship. Okay. Heavy Haul 4 brought to you by Salt Go. Yohi, Tiki Hop. Yeah. Alright. We still have the Orion Trophy series to get through. We just finished off New Earth in first place, and now we gotta go to the Lunar Rally. 9 stages, 10 points. Way new environment. Moon spooky. It's got some spook to it. There's spook. Welcome to the moon! 1/6 of Earth's gravity. Pretty radical. Big jumps. Trevor's still here.
Linda used to call the moon the thinking.
You said all this to me. Let's choose the tires, and we're gonna go max paddle. No, we're gonna go paddle and 1 soft. I'm interested about the situation where we actually want to take the slick. Maybe the last planet's got some slicking to do. Paved roads. It's a big old concrete slab. Yeah, we want the good loose traction. Okay, short 2 stint. Let's get paddle up. Let's survey this. Now, I've got some moon driving experience ever so slightly, but only in the first car and with no RCS. And this is a much heavier car, which is probably going to suffer from extreme inertia. I really do understand now why the Exo 6's like forward and back thrust and turning are probably invaluable on the moon. Because then you can just sort of just push yourself in the direction you want to go. Turn and point. Here, I'm wondering if we can kind of like ramp up on the hill. Because if you're moving on a concave surface, so like you're going, let's say you're going downhill and then you curve up to the next hill, you're getting more downforce on the, like, that curve. So I'm thinking maybe, like, slamming into this wall, not like full slam, but like, as we like curve up it, we can use that for a little bonus traction to help like stabilize. So like, we try and turn here, we fail, but then we hit this wall and now suddenly we're turning good. Then we can continue this way. This definitely seems like a kind of track that would be better with the... I think the Exo 6 was made for the moon. That's probably where the racing started. Like, maybe New Earth and the moon. And New Earth was the home of the original car because you could just, like, do some quick fixes. But then on the moon, they were like, all right, we need something that's real RCS powerful for control. And I suppose that's the development that got us the Exo 4 and 6 eventually. Maybe the 4 was a stepping stone. You know, that has that downforce and all. Jump the rocks, etc. They wanted to do a moon donut. I ain't happy about it, but I'll do it. Because I gotta do it. It's part of the racetrack. Boop, 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 boop. I'm gonna get, like, no turn here. This is gonna be the slowest turn ever, but... that's the moon for you. Some lunar magic. It's my turn here. Oh! No, I've misread that. They want me to go there, then there. Then just whatever it takes, buddy. This is like prime Exo 6 situation. I'm starting to wonder if they're repurposing this rally mark system for an old Exo 6 line. I guess worst case scenario, I can always just tilt the car on its side and then use the up and down force to move laterally. That's a real Kerbal Space Program flare the engines move. Actually, no, that's a Space Engineer's flare the engines move. Really, though, we can expect to overshoot every single turn I try to make. In case of emergency, seek downforce. What else in terms of the boulders? Just sort of... you'll see them. If anything, the thing you want to, like, mark on this is any amount of terrain difference. Any little bump. It's like the rocks you can see, but those tiny hills, those will launch you. Nothing else to do except maybe a little bit of this. There we go. Now I feel comfortable. This race has my name on it. The star is not my name, though it is a common element of my signature because I'm a sap for a cool looking symbol, even if it's not initially my own. Well, goodness me. Honestly, I think non-handbrake braking is better for us here.
Please.
How we doing on the moon, buddy?
Okay, be careful out there.
Do not floor it. And here we go. I wonder what the last planet's like. Not even any sound because there's no sound because there's no air. I can just hear this gentle hum of the engines, like muffled slightly. Okay, alright. Pretty stable. little bit of drift. Some extra downforce to help stabilize. So speed around 20 and 30 is reasonably... well, reasonable to control. I can always do that to get a little bit of extra grip. But now I don't need it. We can speed up a little bit. Then hopelessly overshoot the donut, which we're about to enter. Okay. Okay, yeah, that downforce does wonders. Pack your own gravity, buddy. You're gonna need it. So now it's magnetizing, and I don't really know what that means. It doesn't even say please stop safely, it just says magnetizing. Oh, I was the first driver off the line. I have no idea what the pace is. I'm losing! No! Okay, I got 8th. I got 8th. That's very respectable for a first run. No chance Trevitt just sort of opts out from some of these. Okay, this is going to be an uphill battle and a downhill battle. All the hills are going to be arduous for me because we're on the freaking moon. Okay, no slipping. Nothing to do with survey. Okay. These are a clear obstacle. Service comes after this, so I'm wondering if maybe I could jump some of these. I think that might be for the best. Look like we plan to do a big jump there. Then grip the ground as we try and go over here. Oh, if we could line that up, that might be good, and I guess they're infinite to one side. I've called these kind of like infinite in one direction checkpoints flags, because they've got the spoke and the flappy bit. So let's say we just fly over it all. Maybe, if need be, cut the outside. Though going into the crater would be good for us to get a tight turn around the crater's edge. Just pop out, stabilize. I think that's definitely the intent of this. Use the crater as a bend to work off of. How well I do it, hard to say. But if it's going to be a mainstay of moon racing, I should probably get good at it. A big arc here, we can then just launch off, and that's the end. Okay, so this one's more of a skating event than a rally event. Though I suppose there's some overlap. But this definitely feels like doing some vert skateboarding. Nothing to it. Okay, well. Let's see how we do. Good luck, buddy. I don't feel much animosity towards the other racers. Is that weird or is that like normal?
Okay, systems check, please.
On it.
Okay, be careful out there.
Okay, time to fly.
Thrusters, 50%.
Okay, maybe a poor tactical decision. It worked, it just didn't really give me any benefit. And I spent a lot of my fuel.
Heat warning. Heat warning.
I'm gonna be getting heat
Heat
warnings for the
warning.
rest of this race, aren't I? You'll have to do. There are people who are very good at this game. I am very interested to see how they drive. Like, the skill expression on places like the moon.
Thrusters, 25%.
Okay, I think we're good.
Cracking pace. Podium, here we come.
I'm doing my best, buddy, but like I don't know if this is podium material. I'm also running out of fuel, and I've been making a lot of emergency corrections. Some of that was my fault because I was not utilizing the ultra torque, or at least I wasn't acknowledging the ultra torque. Again, another situation where I'd like the Exo 6's just like lateral thrust. Okay, now just sort of like fly vaguely into the...
Thrusters, critical.
Oh, I messed that up. We're driving to the exit backwards.
Okay.
That'll do. That'll
Slow
do.
down. Thank you.
Messy, but serviceable is how the moon is going to be going, I suppose. We've got a bit of a hole to climb ourselves out of. At least the drop ship still
mate.
exists on the
Really
moon.
good work.
I guess we got good ions. Or, you know, just chemical engine. Ooh. 7 drivers remain. Looking good. Okay, I've bought myself back up to Dafeng level. Making this about Armored Core 6 because I'm selfish and also I run the RFC. Right, kid. Stay patient. Lunar stages reward smooth hands and constraint, not show-offs. Podium pace already. Keep smooth hands and stay focused. Okay, service. What do we got for this leg? Crater field. It's just a large crater that we have to navigate. Other than that, it's pretty normal. Pace time is 154. And then this one is pretty open. Relatively speaking, there's probably a lot of rocks. It's just dust. We're not at the rock portion yet, so I think staying on the paddles would be fine. Definitely increase the RCS. That is an absolutely critical resource. I guess with the low gravity, we're not really straining the durability on the things. I was worried that like the lunar regolith being pointy would cause problems. It's just some dust. Yeah, but it's like moon dust. That stuff is like heavy. I want a full clean on that. forget you gotta hold down the button. Okay. Good about that. Don't need time for any other repairs. I'm not going to adjust the tuning. Simply because I'm afraid to. Though I think tuning it for, like, the most dampening possible might be good, just to help smooth out those bumps. But I'm not the person to do that. Okay, let's do a survey. What do you know? It's the moon. Okay, this seems a bit more manageable as long as we're smart about it. I'm gonna go wide, then use the curve of here. I guess they want me to go up and then, like, U-turn at the top, so let's just do a little bit of whoop. And I'd like to overshoot the straight line. Go this way. Watch that rock, and that a rock. Now, based on the new 360 or the new 720 theory, this should be enough to then let us head out. Then we want to graze the edge of this crater. Go as wide as necessary. Maybe even wider. Then whenever we feel like it, which might just be immediately, dunk out the crater and head for gold. There'll be a few rocks that will complicate things. I don't want to use too much RCS on this run because we do not get service yet. Just mark the more egregious boulders, especially that one. And especially ones right after we crest the hill, because we're not going to see them unless we mark them on the HUD. As an emergency fall-off option, I'm going to also add a line here that, like, curves this way and goes around this side. Still got a lot to learn about the particulars of moon handling. And even then, if I knew the particulars, I'm still not good at executing. Okay, I think we're ready. We're holding in third. Few more good placements and we can start cutting into the deficit, though. First stage, 8th place versus 2 people vying for first. Dafeng is going to be like a big hill to climb. But we got a lot of stages for it. We just need to be consistent. We're at least going to be in good standings for the entire series. You know, I drift pretty good. For the plan, I want to bank a little left.
Okay, systems check, please.
Got it, Bennett? Good.
Looks okay. Good luck out there.
Thank you. And we are away. I was afraid of this. Okay, bad initial. Watch the fuel as we go into this. Slow our roll. I thought. It is only 270. We go out here. Wait, did I miss this one? I think I did. Downforce, get some grip. Okay, well my routing has
200.
failed me. Hold steady, it's just this one large crater. Drive around the outside with slightly better than 1/6 gravity.
You're top 3 here for sure.
I'm going. Whoa, oh. I'm sorry,
Heat
Bennett.
warning.
I've ruined it.
200. Thrusters, 50%.
I'm sorry, Bennett. I ruined it. At least I got no qualms about flooring it now. But that was a terrible last leg. I'm sorry. 9-second difference. Oh, that's bad. Oh, I'm in 5th. Okay. Trevitt's running away with it. Let's just get through the event, try and keep as many points on the board as possible. We'll make it back in the next few. You know, once we're back on, like, solid ground. I'm an idiot. Okay, we're running blind. This could not get any worse. Oh, man. This is our freaking nadir. Line up sideways for optimal.
Okay, systems check, please.
Yep.
Everything's solid. Best of luck.
Wide turns. Whatever happens, wide turns. I think I'm over throttling. Okay, I like this turn. Like it.
200.
Okay, this one's gonna require some finesse.
Thrusters, 25%.
Real fast. Maybe P1 or 2.
Bad.
Thrusters, critical. Heat warning.
Okay, picking you up
Thrusters,
now. Slow it
depleted.
down. Thank you.
Okay, alright. Let's hope it wasn't too much of a disaster. Here's hoping. Oh, sorry.
Good job, mate. Bringing you up now.
Thank you, though I don't feel confident right now. Okay. 4 drivers remain. Okay, I'll take a third. I'll take a solid third. We've beaten Burnside, but not Phison. Wait, where's Trevitt? Abandoned? Oh. I guess Trevitt decided to take a break. But the Trevitt Phison duo has been dominating the podium levels so far. And I've got a negative 25 difference to make up. I don't think I'm gonna make that up. Unless they both decide to abandon a race and I get first for like the rest of the moon. Which is not happening, by the way. In case you were wondering. Okay, so hills, large hills, rocky. Rocky and hills. Refill, we need it. Next service in 2 stages. So the tires are fine. Tuning is fine. We do the cleaning because I want to. Good there. Survey. Do not crash the drone like a fool. Much appreciated. They weren't kidding about it being rocky, and they weren't kidding about the large hills. Let's figure this out. There's something very smooth and gentle. Very wide and rounded. Is it justifiable to go all the way around? No, because actually, maybe it is. So here's my thinking. We could go real wide, setting us up for a turn in here to cut through these 3 in basically a straight line. So if we can establish the golden path here. That's the golden path. Let's say that our bounds are this mark, and then just keep going. There. And then this one's a lot more subjective. I think I'm going to place it here. Go here. No, too wide. Here. So if we can line up along this like virtual runway I've just created, we can cut all 3 of these at once. The question is, do we commit? Not be that hard. The wide path is to go something like this. The convexity here is going to be a pain. We get here and we just line up and then just jump. But the safer, more direct route, safer, air quotes, is to careen up here, run along the crest of this hill, and then simply slow down, make this gentle rotation. hit this bump and just keep going. I feel like this is the safer, more reliable. You're just doing the race option. This could be a big hit to do a big reward, but I'll decide once we actually hit the track there. Let's mark all the rocks in the way. Either way, I do think we commit to this starting vector. At least up to here. From here, we watch for rocks while rolling. Yeah. Turn in that rock. As far as up the hill goes, we have this rock. And that's pretty much it. Okay, so all paths converge. What happens now? Assuming we're going to have some speed that way, we can turn in. Try and run steady. I think then maybe here we want to do a jump. Let's dodge all this mess. Go over the gate. We're going to need to take the time to turn. Sharp turn there. Just... it's a little bit of a bit. If we have the RCS, I would like to just jump this. If not, just slowly go around it like so. Depends on how much control we have at the time. And how shallow this turn is. Because if we go around these two rocks, there's going to be a lot in the way. Might be better to just floor it and jump. Okay, well, bad news is that we just did service, so if I'm wasting RCS here, I don't have it next run. So maybe ditch it on the big jump idea. Moon is something else. Moon does not stop from being something else constantly. I appreciate how much roll we have.
Okay, systems check, please.
On it.
Okay, be careful out there.
I'll try. Steady, smooth, reliable, consistent. Now we're going a little too fast for my liking. I will not be going for the big jump strat at the start. Slow down here. Ooh. Like to take that hit, but I think we didn't lose much speed over it. Okay, we're on the runway. Keep going. Alright, we've got time we gotta make up. Acknowledged, and jump.
Heat warning.
Acknowledged.
Outstanding pace, mate. Top 3 for sure.
That was a really good turn.
200.
Fuel's at half. I really can't afford to use any more.
200.
Grip, 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 grip. Good grip. Then dodge the rocks, curve in for the goal. I'm even going to go wider than I planned.
Heat warning. 15%.
Okay. We lived. We lived. Okay, Daniel is not Phison. What is with Trevitt? Trevitt has been repeatedly doing phenomenal in all of these races, but keeps abandoning some of them. Oh, that I'm in third. Big point difference between me and Phison, but I've risen above Trevitt simply because he's been abandoning these races. Weird. I really am curious what's going on with Trevitt there. Okay. Let's see here. This appears to be an exhibition on sharp turns. Okay. Nothing to do here but be consistent. An impossible task, I know. Try and maybe bank off the side a little bit. And we just get some forward path through here. Bounce off that. Do a little spin. Get towards this side. Got a little bit of wiggle room here. Take it real slow. Cut in. We would prefer to take this turn now. Even take this as a jump. I expect we'll basically be recovering that turn for the entire time. Alright. Hazards. Boulders. Gates. Baldur's Gate. 3. And not much rock threat. It's going to be a lot of terrain threat. Okay, time for some attempted good driving. Results may vary. Phison is really the racer to beat. On it.
Checks are good. You're clear.
Okay, for starting RCS, just use it to keep attitude. Much worse turn than I was hoping, but no big spin outs, no big problems. We're even dodging a few little hills here. Even contending with Burnside, who is the third Dafeng pilot. I said pilot because I'm thinking about Armored Core right now. Big rotate. Okay, in the rotation groove. There's another rotation up ahead. Remember that. This one's almost a jump shape.
No one else went faster through there. Guarantee it.
Thank you, Bennett. Cut this corner good. Awkward that I had to reverse the car a little bit. Yeah, I'm losing Trevitt again. Okay.
Thrusters, 25%.
Hey, floor it.
Thrusters, critical.
Floor it.
Heat warning.
Right, bring it to
All
a
right.
stop, please.
Maybe we saved some time there. I don't know. I think it's very loud.
Nice job, mate. Really good work.
Thank you, thank you. For my first moon excursion, I think I'm doing all right. Ooh, boy. Oh, we did it! We did it! We did save that time! That's a first place in the moon. My goodness. Okay, we're... Well, Phison is gonna be... really tough to usurp. Look at that consistency. 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2. Like, unstoppably consistent. I think Phison's like a highly trained, specifically specialized moon driver. The performance is very impressive. Okay, so... Next service... Okay, so there is service in the power stage. Absolutely refuel that. We are burning through all of our RCS. Every single time. Let's do a full clean. So this deceptively looks like a straight line. For most of it. Then like a sharp right angle turn. But remembering the topology from before, I think that's a giant hill. It looks like a crater, but I think it's a giant hill. So we have to cut up the side of the giant hill somehow, and then go to the goal. As for this one, it's a bit chunky at the start, but then I think it's just floor it. It's like, hey, how much RCS do you have in reserve? Can you floor it while flying? Time will tell. That's the moon. Time to survey. Okay, so... directly up the hill. Gotcha. So I think the danger here is that you're going to floor it going in a straight line real easy, and then you're just going to fly off the other side of the hill and then perish. Not like physically perish, but emotionally you will be devastated. That said, I don't think it's a bad call to be fast to the first checkpoint. But once you get here, I think you need to slow down. And you'll get that sort of transition to uphill that will help you slow down, and you really need to take it. Then just normal exhibition speeds. Up here, watch the dirt. Don't get greedy. If you overrun this, you are missing the whole race. You've gone to a different race. In fact, I'm just going to, like, warn myself, hey, slow the heck down, you fool. Then you just drop, and the RCS will handle the rest. You can even, if you feel like you have the reserves, fly. But I think they want you to sort of golf it, where you, like, roll down here and then use this, like, little edge of the crater to deflect yourself with speed towards the goal. I would ask of people who are better at driving than me. Yeah, no obstacles. This is a greed check. If you're too greedy, you lose. Okay. Let's do it. We got a second place running to maintain. Man, racing is some intense stuff. And there they go. Really do not want to lock up the wheels if at all possible.
Okay, run the systems check, please.
Yep.
Okay, good to go. Bring it home.
So I'm okay with speed here. I'm okay with speed here. Just want to dodge that hill before it, like, links me out of control. Okay.
200.
This is reasonable. Okay. Keep on it.
200.
Well, I have stopped. You know what? That lowers my speed. I'll take it. I think I have a bad habit of flooring the accelerator at the exact moment I also floor the downforce, RCS.
You're only a touch off the pace.
Okay.
You can do this.
It's a race now. I think I actually have a better vector like this if I can, like, straighten out the dang car.
200.
Yep, okay. Gonna fly now. We in. Oh, that's a good drive. We beat Trevitt, and I don't think the other driver is gonna... Okay, yeah, Faison. Right, of course. The people behind me are the people who are placing higher so far. So Trevit's back, and well, Trevit's been back for a bit, but we're holding. We're climbing our lead, and more importantly, we're getting a bigger buffer between second and third. We are not surmounting Faison unless Faison like randomly does badly or abandons a race. But it's only Trevit that abandons races. I don't know why Trevit abandons races. I imagine there's some secret politics going on. Or he just has to go to the bathroom a lot, according to Thega. Okay, 2 more. We don't get service here, but we will get service on the next one. Time to survey. Okay. Rockier, slower, and then fast all at once. So just prove you can turn tight like the best of them. No speed, no speed. Like you're going, like you're part of a parade. It's American Thanksgiving. There's a big old parade happening somewhere, and you gotta make sure you don't bump into the floats in front of you. That's how we will win this. But then you get here, and suddenly the parade's over, and you gotta go to like the next venue to be ready for another parade. So the moment you get here, it's highway time. Floor it. And then we're assuming nothing catastrophic goes wrong, we'll have plenty of RCS. We're going to use that to jump these. And then we're going to tilt forward and use the ascent thrust to give us more forward thrust. And then just gun it. So just drive safe. Ed, I haven't talked to you in a bit. What do you have to say? Okay, no, don't be mean to my teammates, actually. That would make me race worse because I'm in a bad, unhealthy environment. Tragic to Mira Lorne for missing the event. Trevit is running right now, and Faison is gonna run right after me. Okay. There should be no problems here. We can just do this.
Okay, systems check, please.
Yeah.
Everything's solid. Best of luck.
Slow, consistent. That was a good little bit of hand braking to get a bit more control there. I'm gonna let that hop me. Cleared it a little too much. We entered into an illegal drift. Good curve here, good curve here. Highway time.
500. Thrusters. 50%.
Not happy with my turn. Real happy with that.
200.
We're going 3-digit speeds on the moon!
Right. Bring it to a stop, please.
Okay. If there was any time I made up some speed, it would have been right there. Oh, sorry. Probably annoying Bennett a bit.
Nice job, mate. Really good work.
Thanks. Oh, 5 seconds ahead of Tycho. Oh, we won that by a lot. And wait, where's wait, Fireson abandoned. Wait, Fireson abandoned. What happened to Fireson? That's 15 points for free. Oh man. Suddenly, it's a race now. There's only one event left. I need Fireson to either abandon again or, like, spin out over some catastrophic problem. I noticed that Trevitt's abandons were right next to each other. Might have been a particular event that took him out. What does it mean when someone abandons? Like, why would they choose to? Plenty of abandons across the course. Mira got injured last time. Yeesh. Okay. We're back in it. Worst case scenario, our second place finish seems very solidly secured. Just watching a little clip of Marcus running the circuit. Funny, some of the similarities with your styles. Anyway, final power stage. Keep it tiny. Every mistake up here floats forever. Final stage. Oh, wait, right. This one's worth, like, more points. All I need is, Fireson to get a 4th place finish and I win. Well, while I get first. Service. Fill that up. Okay, so maybe it's the power stage because it's like 1 to service. You can like be a lot more forceful with it. Get this thing cleaned. Wheels are good. Let's survey this. All right. Final race. Classic Earth in the background. Old Earth. I wonder how Old Earth is doing. We're not rallying on Old Earth, only New Earth. So... real short, but real demanding. Because you're going to be cresting a lot of hills, there's a lot of rocks in between this one. You got to go from this side of this rock to that side of that rock. Curve around. First off, really want to just maintain control throughout all of this. Smoother path here. We got some leeway going out here. Let's take the time to mark some points of pain, some pain points. some points that will stab you. Cause you some pain. Some pin points. Okay, next. I think we hold a steady pace over the hills this way. You might be forced to jump this. I think we stay to the outer edge. We've been fighting the crests of these dunes, quote-unquote dunes, for the whole race. Now we can kind of use them to ease us into a simple victory. We will not be running over the finish line with any amount of speed, but it won't matter. Okay, we've got a plan. Even if the survey ends now without me marking these dangers, I think we'll be in a good spot. It all comes down to this. It doesn't really all come down to this, but in a very localized sense, it all comes down to this. So, mostly smooth. There's a sharp bit here, but after that, it's mostly smooth and gradual, especially over here where it matches the hills. It's looking pretty nice. Let's do it. It's time. Bison, don't stay comfortable up there. Closer than ever before.
Okay, systems check, please. Alright, you're on top. Don't get cocky. Just drive clean, and this rally's yours.
Look, I'm in second, buddy.
Okay, good to go.
Don't be so
Bring it home.
enthusiastic. I almost got a penalty for starting early because I still instinctively am going for the fourth beep and not the fifth. So Trevitt is racing. Interesting. Nowhere to Faison yet. Well, Faison would race after me, so I wouldn't know the pace. Good turn. But I think Trevitt is a good, like, benchmark for Faison's performance as well. Okay, a little spun out there.
200.
We can make it back. Let's not get too panicked over making it back. Just make it back slowly.
Maintain this pace. Nice work. Still top 3.
Working on it. I stand corrected. We are totally gunning it over the finish line.
Now,
Heat
slow
warning.
it down. Thank you.
Yeah, I guess we're good. That magnetization's real good. I guess they're just like emitting some magnetic thing and this vehicle has some copper in it. And we're just like... I forget the name of the force. Electromagnetism is a really nice
Good sharp
specialty.
weight. Bringing you up now.
But it is just sort of providing a dampening to us physically. And that's a really nice way of making the... like the race stop. Oh, we're off by 1. I think that's about as close as you could possibly cut it. That's okay. That's okay. My series standing is still good, though Phison is right there.
That's top flight pace. People will be talking.
Yeah, we're talking right now.
Well, I'll miss seeing Earth in the sky, but now we're off to Tensei. Let's do it.
Classic Tensei, full of salt and ice. That said, it's been 3.5 hours, and I think splitting it in half like this would be good. So in the meantime, I'd like to get a good bit of experience with the Exo 6, considering that's going to be a thing. Tensei 7 stages, not as long. Ooh. Combined coastal. Yeah, okay. Trevet Phison, Burnside in the wings. There's Celine, Corrado, and Pharaoh.
Welcome to Tensei. Terraces, tremors, and ice. I remember Marcus often shouting, "Sit still" during quakes. Stay alert, and maybe it'll let you through.
Got it. Okay. So, we're going to the menu. And we've proven that works fine. And everything's going pretty well. Okay, let's get some free roam on the moon with the Exo 6, because I'm really interested in how it's gonna operate on these conditions. Because I've seen a few situations where I feel like it'll slip on ice, like ice. What kind of wheels do we have right now? Soft. Wrong button. Yeah. Oh, you can put more spares, but it defaults to 1. Interesting. Alright, we're back. So, theories here. Ooh, nice flip. Oh yeah, this thing was made for the moon, aside from the whole heat thing. But you can do some good stuff with this. Check this out. Now we still have the Ultra Torque, which I've got mixed opinions about. It seems like a helpful utility, but all the times I've noticed it have been times when it's ruined me.
Front right tire failure. Front right brake destroyed.
Oh wait, we can do the wheel thing now. So repair, and then the drone goes out, and even if we were driving a little bit, it just sort of slats it in, and then I can hit another rock and break it again. So the drone is pretty cool. Weird that it's able to operate on propellers while on the moon. I feel like maybe for moon situations, you may want to use like a little bit of an ion drive of some kind. Little Hall effect, maybe.
Thruster input.
Oh,
jammed.
I lost our branding. And we've apparently lost some of our thrusters. Did we have 6? No, but that was still a problem. Oh, wheelie! Didn't even consider wheelie tech. I don't know why I would do a wheelie, but I can.
Heat oxygen leak detected.
Yeah, let's just not deal with that. On the moon. I'm gonna try and go for, like, height. Wait. Observe that to the right of me. Big half pipe for big forward to up potential. Let's do it. Let's launch ourselves back to Earth. We're not properly aligned to launching ourselves back to Earth. At least I think so. Just looking at the clouds, I feel like up on the Earth might be north. That might literally be India territory I'm seeing there on the Earth. I'm not the best at identifying land masses from the moon. It's not really a skill you have to train anywhere. Also, I just really like that this is absolutely one of the things from Exo 1. Really, that's some kind of damage I've taken. Like, this is a feature I recognize from Nautilus, this big crest thing. You can activate gravity and get good. You can get good on it. I bungled it. I fixed it. Okay, it might... Well, I mean, I have to get up there safely anyway, so... Also, this thing is really messing with the electronics, which, understandable, it's some weird monolithic type structure. I think how it's just sort of become commonplace in the world. It's like, yeah, there's monoliths on the track, might want to dodge them, mess with the comms. They've just been factored into the equation. If there were people who were, like, curious as to what they do, they're not here right now. Okay, so here's the plan here. We're gonna have to sacrifice some fuel for this, but I think the best way to do this is to up, then turn.
Heat warning.
And then floor. Okay, now we're facing the right way. Let's just wait a bit for the heat to go down. And I think you can see where we're going with this. Because of the curve, the whole concavity, the inertia we'll have, we're going to get a lot better grip and a lot better speed going down and going up. And then near the end, I will floor it on the thrust boost so that we just, like, rocket ourselves up as high as we can go. That'll be really cool and funny. Also, it would appear that the heat is not going down any further than that. Oh, wait, no, there it goes. It's just going down really slowly. I guess that's a consequence of no air, so all cooling has to be done radiated. Maybe the RCS override should have, like, an option to, like, just flare out some radiators real quick to try and cool off faster. Or even, here's getting a little wild with it. There's probably some radiator plate on this thing that's just, like, holding the heat. What if you, like, push all the heat into those radiators and then jettison them? You would lose all heat capacity, well, a lot of heat capacity for the Exo 6, but it might be a good way to just, like, physically drop the heat you have in case of emergency. I don't know, I'm thinking of weird ideas. Do you think that's a good enough lack of heat? I do want to do this. Yeah, let's do it. Oh wait, I was in reverse. Okay. So I'm gonna just sort of like dip the nose of the vehicle over the edge and let gravity tilt me down. Then the back wheels will still have grip because we got 6 of those built for this kind of maneuver. Okay. Race. Good, we're good, we're good, we're good. Stable launch!
Heat warning.
We are away!
Overheat.
What? They canceled me. Did I go too high? Was it the overheat? If it was the overheat, I'm complaining.
50% warning.
It was
Overheat.
not the overheat. I think they were complaining that I went too high up. Well, I guess I'll land. And everything was fine. I feel like we got cheated a little bit. I wanted to go really high and go somewhere. Maybe back to Earth. It's gonna be complaining about the overheat for a while, isn't it? Also, can I turn off the override? Like, I'm done with it. I guess it's a permanent status ailment. Oh well.
Thrusters. 25% damper damaged. Overheated.
Okay, no, it only... It did turn off. Car's fine, though. Aside from the overheat. Beep, beep. You know, this really does remove the need for rally cars to be street legal, because there's no streets, and also traveling between events is done by a fancy flying ship with warp technology. Do you think they're warping in that ship that picks up this ship or this car? Or do you think they're warping in a bigger ship? Maybe as like a general passenger vessel for all to use. Could be either one. Maybe all the... Well, I don't know. Maybe you have to... It depends on how they want to translate the rally spirit, which I'm learning. I'm learning it. And it's neat. Earth. Ooh.
Thrusters. Critical. Overheated. Multiple system failures.
I've made some mistakes there. Oh, nice spin move on the suspension. Look at it go. Nice moves. All right, I've released myself. So I've learned a bit about this vehicle. It's fast. It's designed to maximize speed above all else, and if you want to do anything else, you gotta just be good at doing it yourself. Ooh, losing the front wheels means I can't turn good.
Front, left, damper damaged.
It's already dead. Don't worry about it. I'm just doing wheelies. Nope. Good stuff, though. Getting a nice sense of it all. I hope to finish the series before, well, like the series I'm in right now with 2 more plans to go, before the big, long hiatus that Estella and I are going on. It's not that long. It's like a week or 2 or 3. I'll try and come back to it soon. Estella might need a little bit. But yeah, that's not something you have to worry about, because I plan on streaming this on Friday, probably. And then Thursday will be maybe Counter-Strike or maybe something else. Not important for you to understand. Let's just give us a nice ending shot. How about a preview of things to come? Because this is where this series ends. New planet never seen before. I won't even move. We'll just look at it. Well, interesting first impression. Go to photo mode. Okay, interesting stuff. Very interesting stuff. We get the FOV looking a little shallower. I don't want the flame pillar in the distance to be in the shot. There we go. Nice. Okay, well, that's where I'm going to leave it for now, then. This is a good game. Having a good time. Continuing to have a good time. This is really my first major foray into racing, and what a racing game to pick. See how it goes. Good stuff. I'm Exception. This is in TV. Have a good day, and good night.